explain some of the background concepts in the question also, so that we're able to get a little bit of a quick revision on the side as well. So it will also help a little bit. So that's how we're going to go about it. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Accept. Let's start. This is my name. This is my email address. This is the Telegram channel, and we'll come to this at the end of the class. Okay. So let's start. हाँ जी, गुड आफ्टरनून गाइस. ओके, बढ़िया सी आ रही देवांश हैं? ऑल राइट. Okay. The first question was in fact a bouncer question. It was a lovely question if you ask me. Let's go through the question, and there is still a trick to go about this. You don't have to dominantly rely on data for the same. Okay, and we'll keep that in mind. Okay, so please keep your questions, if you have any follow-up questions, in the question box only. Please understand why, because I think there is a little bit of a lag in the live comments here. So in case you're posting a question, it will sort of slip off. So let's keep the questions in the question box. Let this be only for you telling me if you have any tech issues or not. If I am asking you questions, then answer here. Okay. Chalo, let's start. Which of the following committees is the largest committee of the parliament? Okay, भाई कॉन्करर एस बोला ना भाई, इधर नहीं लिखना है, पोल में लिखना है. ठीक है, ऑल राइट. कमिटी ऑन पब्लिक अकाउंट्स, कमिटी ऑन एस्टिमेट्स, कमिटी ऑन पब्लिक अंडरटेकिंग्स एंड कमिटी ऑन पिटिशंस. ठीक है, सिंपल क्वेश्चन. आई विल गिव यू सम टाइम टू वर्क आउट लॉजिक ऑन दिस ऑल्सो, सो डोंट वरी. ओके, स्टार्ट. I have given you the poll, जीतू भैया. इतनी जल्दी कैसे आंसर कर लेते हो भाई? Okay, good. 60-70% of you have gotten the answer wrong. Yes, it would be helpful, Mansi. The actual answer is Committee on Estimates. So first things first, understand this. There is a very good chance you will forget the data in the prelims exam. You will forget which of them has what, which of them has what, how many members from what house. It's fairly possible. Okay. Now, let's try to look at a little bit of logic. Let's try to look at a little bit of elimination as to how we can go about it. Let us see what all do we know and why do we know about these things. The Committee on Public Accounts has members of both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The Committee on Estimates only has members of the Lok Sabha. The Committee on Public Undertakings has members of both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The Committee on Petitions, there is a separate committee for the Lok Sabha and there is a separate committee for the Rajya Sabha. There is a separate committee for the Lok Sabha and there is a separate committee for the Rajya Sabha. Okay, all right. Now, let's do a little bit of rough work. The Lok Sabha has about 545 members as of today. Correct? And the Rajya Sabha has around 250 members as of today. So approximately, yes, 245, 250. Okay, all right. Now, beta, yes, 250 टोटल है, 238 इलेक्ट होते हैं, 12 नॉमिनेट होते हैं, तो 250 होता है. ठीक है. Now, approximately, see how this works. Approximately, the ratio is 2:1. Yes, more or less on a approximate scale, Lok Sabha has double the members of Rajya Sabha. This also drives home the point that the center is stronger than the states. Good. Now, apply these two things that you've already known in life. For example, let us say, there is a classroom, okay? And let us say the classroom has 100 boys and 50 girls. And this classroom has to choose a panel of monitors, a panel of class monitors, say about 3. It would make sense to have 2 boys and 1 girl because of a very simple reason. It is reflective of the representation in the classroom. Correct? Something is that. Okay. Which means if the Lok Sabha, I'm just teaching you something very interesting. Which means if the Lok Sabha is twice the size of the Rajya Sabha, then wherever the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha have to be collectively represented, this kind of a ratio will always be the case. Wherever there is a committee where both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members are present, A and C, wherever both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members are present, this will also be in the ratio of 2:1. Correct? Because the Lok Sabha has more number of people, so more representation. Why does the Lok Sabha have more number of people? Because of center stronger than the states. We are bicameral, but we also have a unitary bias. Fair enough. You would notice in most cases, wherever there is a joint committee, a committee of both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, usually this is the figure, 22, out of which 15 are from the Lok Sabha and 7 are from the Rajya Sabha. Yes, in most cases, wherever there is both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, you will see 15 from the Lok Sabha and 7 from the Rajya Sabha, adding up to 22. The ratio more or less remains the same, 2:1. This is to essentially reflect the same kind of aspirations at the center and the states. Correct? Okay. Which means, one second. Hi Chetan, thanks for your feedback, man. We will definitely ask them to rename, and we would also ask you to rename as somebody instead of Chetan being not so very courteous Chetan. Okay, so glad that you are promoting and you have the right to. And of course, one second guys, one second. Chetan, I would respect and I would expect you to behave yourself. If you don't, I will have to ask you to remove yourself from here, or I will have you removed very immediately. Okay, all right. It's been barely 2 minutes where we've been on this question, and we're essentially discussing background concepts as well. So the least we expect you to do is, Chetan, just be patient. Okay, we understand that you're a very learned man, and I understand that you indeed have multiple PhD degrees in constitutional law, and we understand that you know more than the UPSC ever does. But for lesser mortals like us, let us understand our own way. You're more than welcome to figure out how you want to. Okay, thanks Chetan, thanks for being here. Okay, all right. Anyway, it's okay. Anyway, so the idea is generally you will see a 2:1 kind of a ratio. Okay, that's largely because of center stronger than the states and the Lok Sabha having a share over the Rajya Sabha. Okay, no problem at all. Now, The idea is, if you know the numbers, nothing like it. If you don't know the numbers, how do you still figure this out? How do you still get your answers around it? Okay. One thing is for sure, that if you're talking about the largest committee of the parliament, largest committee, a simple way to do this is committee on petitions. Okay, committee on petitions. This could easily be eliminated because it seems like a very micro committee, a very narrow committee, which is largely looking at the kind of petitions which are placed in on the houses of the parliament to figure out a sense of where is the parliament getting to, what kind of parliamentary proceedings are going to happen, and what are the larger broadly initiatives that the parliament is taking. Okay, don't worry guys, I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's come back and let's focus on this. Okay, don't worry, focus on this, listen to what I'm saying. Don't worry about this. Just because there is a troll doesn't mean we have to respond to the troll. Always remember this. Yes, always remember this. Okay. Don't worry guys, it's okay. पढ़ लेते हैं, कोई बात नहीं. तुमने बोला मैं सही है, ठीक है, don't worry. Okay. All right. Okay, no problem. Okay. So, committee on petitions, in fact, becomes an easy way to eliminate because it seems like it's a narrow purpose committee, and there is one version of it for committee on petitions for the Lok Sabha and committee on petitions for the Rajya Sabha. So, in one way we can say that we can eliminate the committee on petitions. Simple as this. No problem at all. Okay? Alright. Now we are left with committee on public accounts, committee on estimates, and committee on public undertakings. Let's understand in a larger frame of mind, in a larger frame of reference, why do these exist and what is the kind of work that we're trying to do. Okay? You would remember we had discussed 4 golden rules to the constitution. We had spoken about, for example, let us say, separation of powers, and we had spoken about checks and balances. So you would remember legislature and executive. Judiciary is out of the picture because it can't meddle into the affairs of democratic processes. Yes, the first question. No doubt. Clear on this? Now, the Committee of Public Accounts or the Committee of Public Undertakings, okay, the Committee of Public Accounts or the Committee of Public Undertakings is essentially a part of the legislature which is trying to look at the actions of the executive. A part of the legislature trying to keep a check on the actions of the executive. This would be a classic setup of inter checks and balances because the committee comprises of members of the parliament who are checking the amount of money that the executive has sanctioned. Clear? So it becomes a simple process of inter checks and balances. Now we have to figure out. In a very simple manner, if Committee on Public Accounts was the right answer, then Committee on Public Undertakings would also have to be the right answer. Because if you see, between all the 4, there is a classification. There are 2 committees which have both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members. Okay? 2 committees which have both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members. There is one committee which only and only is in the Lok Sabha. There is another committee which is a separate committee for the Lok Sabha and a separate committee for the Rajya Sabha. We have already eliminated petitions because it is too narrow. Now, Committee on Public Accounts and Committee on Public Undertakings are essentially having both the houses. Yes, which means they would similarly have both the same number of members. They would usually have almost the same number of members, which is actually the case here. So, 2 options cannot be the right answer. So the only option that you're actually left with is Committee on Estimates. This becomes one way to solve it. Okay, this becomes one way to solve it. Nashad, don't worry. What we're essentially saying is committee of petitions is a separate, and this is simple. This is basically one committee for Lok Sabha, one committee for Rajya Sabha. Why? Because petitions are placed individually in each houses. So you can automatically think that there's going to be a separate committee for the Lok Sabha and there is going to be a separate committee for the Rajya Sabha. Correct? Committee on petitions means petitions are initiatives that you want to bring in a house, and both the houses are separate because of intra-separation of powers. So petitions can be introduced in either of the houses. So therefore, simple enough. So therefore, you would have a specific individual committee for each house, a specific individual committee for each house. So committee on petitions happens. And because it's too narrow, comparatively, it becomes lesser. Okay. Committee on public accounts and committee on public undertakings both have members of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, which means both of them essentially represent both the houses. If they represent both the houses, guys, hold on, just listen and then we look at it. If they represent both the houses, which means they should have a similar form of composition, they should have a similar form of representation. If they don't, then it would create an imbalance. That committee of public accounts has more people, whereas committee of public undertakings have lesser people. Both of them are essentially looking into the efficiency of institutions. One is looking at a larger chunk, the other is specifically looking at public undertakings. But both of them are essentially looking at the efficiency of institutions. If you're doing the same kind of job, if you have the same kind of composition, don't you think you should have the same kind of representation? So even if we don't remember the total number, if we do nothing like it, even if we don't remember the total number, we can still eliminate it on logic, because the committee on public accounts and the committee on public undertakings would still have the same number of people. So two options cannot be right, and therefore by elimination, one of the answers becomes estimates. Okay. Second question. Well, let's push this a little ahead. Public accounts and public undertaking have both members of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Why? Because in both of these accounts, in both of these committees, you're looking at how the money has been spent. You're looking at the efficiency of institutions on actions which have been done, which means checks and balances. This is why the Rajya Sabha can also be a part of it, because the decisions have already been made. And because the decisions have been made, now let the Rajya Sabha be a part of it. Excellent, Aditya, as a hollow candy. Because now you should be able to have a certain amount of junction. Whereas the estimates committee is helping the government decide the amount of money they should be spending. Estimates committee is going to help the government decide the amount of money that the government is going to be spending. The amount is to be spent, the amount has not been spent yet. So if by any chance the Rajya Sabha was also a part of this, then the Rajya Sabha would also have a say in the amount of money that the government is going to spend. When we don't give the Rajya Sabha powers to actually properly vote in the budget, we don't give them the powers to properly and formally vote on a money bill, which are also about decisions that have to be made. When it does not happen in the case of a money bill, when it does not happen in the case of a budget, why would it happen in the case of deciding what to put in the budget, deciding what to put in the money bill? Clear? When you can't vote on the budget, do you think you should have a say on deciding what goes in the budget? It doesn't. So that is why you keep your eyes and ears open. What can't be done directly can also not be done indirectly. Okay, clear on this? Yes. Okay. समझ में आया? Estimates is not a post-mortem committee. Estimates is a pre-mortem committee. So Lok Sabha, which means as much as possible you should have participation from the Lok Sabha. Now think about it. The Lok Sabha has members of the opposition also, and the Lok Sabha has members of the government also. We know that the opposition basically plays a formality kind of a role in a parliamentary democracy because the government has majority in the Lok Sabha and the budget has to be passed in the Lok Sabha itself. So therefore, would you not want to have as many people from the Lok Sabha as you can for a detailed and a far more intrinsic discussion? You would. So for the same reasons, it would make sense as far as the Committee of Estimates is concerned by elimination, and to enforce something called center-state relations, to enforce something called center stronger than the states. That should be the answer. The reason Rajya Sabha is not a member of the Committee on Estimates is center stronger than the states. The reason Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are members of Committee on Public Undertakings is because of inter checks and balances. Okay, and the reason you have separate committees for petitions, each for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, is because of intra separation of powers. Okay, because of intra separation of powers. Each of the four rules, each of the four committees have four justifications behind the same. Clear on this? Okay, understood this? All right, excellent. Okay, great. All right, okay, thank you guys. ठीक है, समझ में आया? So this is one of the ways of going about it. Clear? तो आंसर क्या हुआ? B. ठीक है बेटा, कमिटी ऑन पेटिशंस इज नथिंग बट यू आर एसेंशियली लुकिंग एट सपोज लोकसभा है, हम चाहते हैं कि लोकसभा डिस्कस करे कि जीडीपी का क्या हाल है. सो अ पिटिशन इन द लोकसभा टू डिस्कस कि शुड वी हैव अ डिस्कशन ऑन द स्टेट ऑफ जीडीपी इन द कंट्री, दैट वुड गो थ्रू द कमिटी ऑन पेटिशंस टू द लोकसभा सेक्रेटेरिएट एंड यू कैन हैव एन ऑर्गेनाइज्ड डिस्कशन. ओके, ऑल राइट, ओके, fine. Anuj, I don't think what you're saying is true. Okay? All right. Don't worry. In the parliament video that I will be making this week, I will be doing committees, houses, speakers, presiding officers, majorities, everything. Don't worry. So that at least for your parliament is right there. Okay? So don't worry. Clear on this? Also, I'd like to give you a little bit of a trick. थोड़ा सा important है ये. As far as the exam is concerned, okay, public accounts, estimates and public undertakings are actually the only three committees which are actually asked in the exam, the actual real committees, because these are the committees who actually play a larger role. अब कोई ना committee और languages pre में पूछ के क्या कर लेंगे? Why would they ask a question on committee on languages? Because we all know all of those things. कि committee on languages to promote languages in the house. So that is why. In fact, in the mains, you would usually see alternate questions on the Committee of Public Accounts and the Committee of Public Undertakings, as well as estimates on a year-by-year basis. And this is where you prepare also a larger mains answer on the efficiency of parliamentary committees. Clear on this? Okay? All right. I'll come to the questions. Please post your questions there. Okay. This is a simple question. We've done a trick also for this. In the Constitution of India, promotion of international peace and security is included in the Preamble, DPSP, Fundamental Duties and 9th Schedule. Preamble, DPSP, Fundamental Duties and 9th Schedule. Okay. Please don't answer here. I'm raising a poll, guys. Just hold on. Okay, I'm raising a poll here. Go ahead. Very good, Prabhat. Very good, Vartika. Excellent. Simple explanation. Simple explanation. If the government is supposed to implement it, it is a directive principle of state policy. If the individual is supposed to implement it, it is a fundamental duty. If the government is supposed to implement it, and if the citizen is supposed to implement it. Promotion of international peace and security seems like something that the government should be doing because it is a larger than life kind of a decision. For example, evacuation efforts, for example, the Middle East crisis, for example, the African arms crisis. Things like those. You and I individually cannot play a significantly big role. The government does that through directive principles. So the answer automatically becomes B, directive principles of state policy. Okay, I must also add here, please know that the directive principles, as far as the pre is concerned, you are very likely to get a question. Identify which of this is a directive principle or which of this is a fundamental duty. And second, you should also know the origin of directive principles and origin of fundamental duties. कहाँ से आए थे, where have we taken it from, and all of those things. ठीक है? Yes. Good. So directive, Irish. The Irish copied it from the Spanish, but your answer will always be Irish. Directive principles have been taken from the Irish. ठीक है? Good. Good. This is a tough question. Please pay attention. A constitutional government, please do not give your answers in the comment box. A constitutional government is one which places effective restrictions on individual liberty in the interest of state authority. Second, places effective restrictions on the authority of the state in the interest of individual liberty. Which of the following statements given above are correct? A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, D, neither 1 and 2. I'll give you 5 seconds to please read the answer. Vamsi, please do not write in the comment box. I'm going to issue a poll and you can answer in the poll. Okay? Suraj, refresh your window, you should be fine. Go ahead. I'm giving you 15 more seconds for this. Very good, Utkarsh. Thank you. कोई बात नहीं विपुल, कोई बात नहीं. Miss you too, Munawruddin. हाँ शुभ, absolutely. Just give me some time, we'll answer this. Okay. ठीक. The question is actually a very simple one. The problem is we can often get tricked by the phrase here, constitutional government. So what is a constitutional government? Can anyone tell me what is a constitutional government? Is it whichever country has a constitution, is that what a constitutional government is? So if I say that every country which has a constitution is a constitutional government, is this correct? Every country which has a constitution is a constitutional government. Okay, fair enough. No, why? Which country who has a constitution? Which country has a constitution is not a constitutional government? Which country which has a constitution is not a constitutional government? चाइना में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन गवर्नमेंट नहीं है. नॉर्थ कोरिया में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है. अच्छा. पाकिस्तान में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन गवर्नमेंट नहीं है. अच्छा. ओके. Keep your Biases keep what you read in the newspapers out of an idealistic discussion on the law. Okay? So, this is slightly important. Okay? Just pay attention. Bhai Sahab, Marshall Island, Shubham. Very good, Mega. Excellent. 1 second. A constitutional government means any country which has a constitution. Now the question is, what is a constitution? A constitution could be a written document. A constitution could be a single written document. A constitution may not be a written document. But what is a constitution basically? A constitution is essentially governing principles for the government. Governing principles, अब मैं बता रहा हूँ, अभी रहने दो तुम लोग, हाँ? Governing principles for the government. The constitution is a law built for the government to regulate the interactions between the government and the citizen, which means it's about certain things that the government should do so that the citizen feels liberated. Correct? That is essentially what the constitution is. It talks about interrelationships between the government and the things that the government has to do with respect to citizens. Correct? So when I look at the first option, places effective restrictions on individual liberty in the interest of state authority. Individual liberty tak bhi theek tha. Interest of state liberty gives you an indication. Okay? Ki you are doing this to give the state more power than the individual. But ek cheez to clear hai. In a constitution, the ultimate sovereign is always the people. The constitution is like an Amazon contract, right? When we as the consumer buy something from Amazon, we give money to Amazon. Amazon gives us a good in return. Okay, it's as the same way as citizens, we give votes and taxes to the government. The government gives us security and welfare in return. We create the government. The government exists because of us. That is why the preamble says, for example, we the people give to ourselves this constitution, because the constitution originates from the people. Okay, all right. Understood this? So therefore, in the interest of in the interest of the state authority becomes a problematic part. Places effective restrictions on the authority of the state in the interest of individual liberty. Places effective restrictions on the authority of the state in the interest of individual liberty. आप स्टेट को बोल रहे हो तमीज में रहो. You are telling the state to behave itself so that you are able to ensure that the welfare of the citizen is paramount. That is what the very essence of fundamental rights is. And therefore, second statement becomes right. कभी भी कोई constitution या कोई भी कानून, anything which owes its origin to democracy will always want to do what is in the best interest of the people. The first option contradicts the very essence of democracy. So therefore, that's the answer. In the interest of state authority, Harshvardhan, is why things become slightly complex. Had it written effective restrictions, it would have still been fine. Clear on this? Clear on this? Okay? All right. No doubt, but that is not a democratically elected constitution, not a democratically formed constitution or adopted constitution. Okay. Agree, but that's not in the any sedition law is not in the interest, is not just in the interest of the state. अगर स्टेट इमरजेंसी लगाती है तो हमारे लिए लगाती है. वो आपको डेमोक्रेसी सोचना है, इसमें आपको लेयर में जाना है. आपको यहाँ पॉलिटिकल फिलोसोफर नहीं बनना है भाई. अगर एक बहुत ध्यान से सुनो, यू डोंट हैव टू बिकम पॉलिटिकल फिलोसोफर हियर. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, a constitutional government means there is a constitution. ठीक, दुनियादारी भूल जाओ. India is a constitutional government, which means these provisions should apply to India. So we have effective restriction on individual liberty in the interest of state authority. Are you trying to say that we are doing all of this to essentially give power to the state? We give power to the state so that ultimately you and I as individual citizens live comfortably and more securely. So places effective restrictions on the authority of the state in the interest of individual liberty. That is why. Clear on this? Okay. Yes, Aditya. Okay, no problem. It's okay. ठीक है? All right. हाँ सम्यक, उनका अलग ही लेवल है. नेक्स्ट, बहुत सिंपल हो जाना चाहिए. डू नॉट राइट द आंसर हियर, यूज द boxes to do this. Which of the following are functions or function of the cabinet secretariat? 1. Preparation of agenda for cabinet meetings. 2. Secretarial assistance to cabinet committees. 3. Allocation of financial resources to ministries. Allocation of, I'm going to give you some time so that you can figure this out. Aram se take your time and solve it. Sorry, the poll has given the wrong answer. The poll has given the wrong answer. Sorry, the poll has given the wrong answer. Yes, the poll has taken the wrong answer. Sorry. Please put your answers in the comment box. ठीक है. Good. Simple explanation of rule number 1. Democratic mandate. Simple, very good guys. Simple explanation of rule number 1, democratic mandate. If you have a democratic mandate, then you can perform a democratic function. If you have a democratic mandate, you can perform a democratic function. That is why you have to be an MP to become a minister. If not now, but within 6 months. But you have to be an MP. This is why the Council of Ministers get the powers to draft an ordinance and get it signed by the President. Because the Council of Ministers have to be MPs and they have the democratic mandate. This is why the recommendations of the Finance Commission of India are not binding on the government, because the Finance Commission of India is an appointed body, not an elected body. The Cabinet Secretariat is appointed. These are secretaries of governments across the country. So, preparation of agenda for cabinet meetings, no problem. You are not making an active democratic decision. Secretarial assistance to cabinet meetings, no problems at all. Preparation of agenda could be on the directions of the ministers. Secretarial assistance would be as per needed by the ministers. Allocation of financial resources. अगर ये कैबिनेट कमेटी करेगा तो बजट में हम क्या करेंगे? अगर यहाँ पे ये करेगा तो बजट में हम क्या करेंगे? If cabinet secretariat is supposed to sanction the money, then what on earth is the budget for? Understood this? So that is why the third becomes wrong, because it takes away democratic mandate. Very good. Okay. Yes. So the answer becomes C, 1 and 2, as option number 3 is incorrect. Preparation of agenda would mean you want to set up the agenda for the meeting, and the minister can tell you, हाँ भाई cabinet committee of economic affairs को बुलाओ, and we want to discuss the status of non-performing assets in the country, and we would like to bail out some agricultural NPAs. तो minister ने बोला नहीं चलो meeting बुलाओ बात करते हैं. So that is fine, because you're still preparing an agenda. You're not making an active decision. An active decision can only be made by somebody who has a democratic mandate. So that is why. ठीक है? Clear on this? समझ में आया? और अगर फर्स्ट में भी कंफ्यूजन हो, आप एलिमिनेट कर सकते हो. 2 तो होगा ही और 3 हो नहीं सकता. 3 आउट हो गया तो B आउट हो गया, D आउट हो गया, 2 सिर्फ यहीं पे बचा है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली द आंसर बिकम्स C. 2 definitely is correct. Yes, so that's the answer. Secretarial assistance is, what does a secretary do? Organize meetings, take notes, follow up on the decisions of the meeting. That's what secretaries do. No, beta, cabinet committees are not elected. Okay, assistant. Correct. Cabinet Secretary, the head of the Cabinet Secretariat. Your career goal. Next, ये भी बहुत interesting and can be done very easily. Which of the following are discretionary powers given to the governor of the state? Take some time. Sending a report to the President of India for imposing President's rule. Appointing the President. Yes, there is a Telegram group. I'll come back to you. Appointing the ministers. Third, reserving certain bills passed by the state legislature for consideration of the President of India. Fourth, making the rules to conduct the business of the state government. ठीक है, ये चार हैं. Making the rules to conduct the business of the state government. ठीक है, clear? I'm going to open a poll now and let us start. हाँ सम्यक, आप करो अटेम्प्ट, बिल्कुल सही है. वेरी गुड इफ यू आर फाइंडिंग इट इजी. Very good, Shobh. Yes, Tushant, I will. Don't worry. Good. Let's figure this out. There are going to be two rules that are going to apply here. Rule number 1 and rule number 2. Rule number 1 is democratic mandate, which means you have to be elected. So only if you are elected can you perform a democratic function. Second, the center is stronger than the states, and whenever the center is stronger than the states, there will always be a hollow candidate. So let's understand this. The governor is appointed by the center and works at the states. है ना? Center stronger than the states. गवर्नर का विदाई हो जाता है. टिपिकल पेट्रियार्कल इंडियन सिस्टम. गवर्नर इज घर का बेटी, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू पेट्रियार्कल सिस्टम्स, अकॉर्डिंग टू अनफॉर्चुनेट एंड वेरी रिपल्सिव पेट्रियार्कल सिस्टम्स, घर का उसका असली घर उसका ससुराल है. सो गवर्नर्स रियल हाउस इज द स्टेट. ठीक है, परमानेंटली उधर ही चला जाता है. ठीक है, अपॉइंटेड बाय द सेंटर, वर्किंग एट द स्टेट्स. मतलब सेंटर स्ट्रॉन्गर देन द स्टेट्स, एंड देयरफॉर देयर हैज टू बी अ hollow candy. The hollow candy is two actually. One, when you're appointing the governor, you must speak to the chief minister. Whatever the chief minister says is not binding on the center. ठीक है, so that's one hollow candy. The second hollow candy is a very simple one. The governor has more discretionary powers than the central counterpart called the president. The governor is, yes, no doubt, the governor has more discretionary powers than the president. This is actually the context. Why? Because center stronger than the states and you're giving them a hollow candy. So the question is, how is this hollow? It is hollow because even if the governor has more discretionary powers than the president, the governor will still work in the bias of the center than the states. So the governor will actually never use discretionary powers against the interest of the center. They can actually use the discretionary powers against the interest of the states. मतलब it's like basically saying कि हमने गवर्नर भेजा है स्टेट्स को, स्टेट्स ने कहा ये क्या मेरे को नहीं चाहिए, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए, लेके जाओ. तो हम स्टेट्स को बोलते हैं don't worry, this governor has more powers than the president. Okay, this governor has more powers than the president. States ने कहा really great, and by that time Byju's was not there, which is the more professional option, so people did not understand the law. So what did we do then? Then we decided So then, so then the states went on with the idea of the governor, and then later on they realized कि ये ठीक है, इसको discretionary power तो दिया है, but this bugger will never use discretionary powers against the center. This person will always use discretionary powers in the favor of the center. मतलब वो हमारे पास आके, हमारे थाली में से खा के, हमारे स्टेट में रह के हम ही को बताएगा क्या करना है. Clear on this? So that is why. Clear on this? Understood this? So both of these things. Okay? Clear? Right? Good. So on one hand there is democratic mandate, which means the governor versus the council of ministers and the elected house. So यहाँ governor और elected mandate का केस चलेगा जो council of ministers के साथ है. दूसरी तरफ center और states. So let's look at the options. Sending a report to the President of India for imposing president rule. That's because of rule number 2, center stronger than the states. If this was not a discretionary power, if they think, always play the devil's advocate. If this was not a discretionary power and the governor had to take the advice of the council of ministers before putting emergency in their own states, अपने पाँव पे कौन मारता है कुल्हाड़ी except for Chetan? Nobody, right? Yes or no? So that's the problem. And that's the larger issue. Why would a state tell the government, tell the governor that yes, we believe there should be president's rule? If that was the case, no state would ever have president's rule. And to tell you, we've had president's rule more than 200 times in the history of this country. वो तभी हुआ ना, because the governor said नहीं, यहाँ होना चाहिए. Clear on this? Understood? It's like your parents have gone out for a dinner evening and they have bought a babysitter home. Now the babysitter is an agent of your parents. The babysitter is supposed to help you out and listen to you, is to take care of you. But what if, let's say, you are at home and then you lit the house on fire, and then you tell the babysitter you can't call the parents until we allow you to. ऐसे तो नहीं होगा ना. The babysitter will immediately pick up the phone and call up the parents. The governors are like babysitters. Since when do babysitters have to be listening to children? They'll always listen to the parents. The parents are the center, the children are the states, governor is the babysitter. Clear on this? ठीक है? Understood this? Great. Second, appointing the ministers. Now tell me something. अगर गवर्नर डिसाइड करता कि कौन सीएम बनेगा, हमेशा गवर्नर डिसाइड करता कि बस मैं ही बताऊंगा कि कौन सीएम बनेगा, कौन होम मिनिस्टर बनेगा, कौन फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर बनेगा, तो फिर वो इलेक्शन जीत के क्यों आए? It would have violated the democratic mandate of the whole rule. It would have violated democratic mandate. हाँ, majority नहीं क्लियर हो रही है, क्लियर गवर्नमेंट फॉर्मेशन नहीं हो पा रहा है, क्लियर एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का रूल नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. देन यू कैन इनवाइट, तो पहले कर्नाटका में किया था 1 साल 2 साल पहले, दैट इज ओके. लेकिन अगर गवर्नर, मतलब खुद ही सोचना इतना, फिर तो इलेक्शन क्यों जीतते फिर आप? ठीक है. थर्ड, reserving certain bills passed by the state legislature for the consideration of the President of India. I want to also teach this. This is actually kind of important. The governor, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बताने जा रहा हूँ, so ध्यान से सुनना. सुने, ठीक है, बहुत ध्यान से सुनना. The governor can reserve. Listen to my words, please. Stop writing and listen to this. Okay. The governor can reserve any bill he or she wants for the assent of the center, assent of the president. Okay. The governor can reserve any bill, whatever they want. But there is one kind of a bill which the governor necessarily has to reserve. No, there is one kind of a bill that they don't have a choice, but they have to reserve. They don't have a choice, but they have to reserve. And that is a bill that changes the jurisdiction of high courts. A bill that changes the jurisdiction of the high court. Nope. Nope, Pankaj. Nope, Vipul. The one bill that the governor necessarily compulsory by law has to reserve for the assent of the president, then it has to be any bill of the states which is altering the jurisdiction of the high court. ठीक है? Now my question is why? Because of a, center stronger than the states, and two, we have an independent and an integrated judiciary. ठीक है? Independent and an integrated judiciary. That is why. Clear on this? Now, simple enough. Let's figure this out. An example. What kind of jurisdiction will the states change? Just by the way. 226 तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में स्टेट्स थोड़ा ना 226 चेंज कर सकते हैं रजनीश. Strength is not jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means what kind of cases can the courts look into. Statutory jurisdiction कुछ नहीं होता है. ठीक है, hold on a second. Understood. Hold on a second. कोई नहीं, hold on a second. Indian Penal Code सुना है? Indian Penal Code सुना है? Yes. Indian Penal Code essentially tells you what is your crime and what is your punishment. It tells you crime and punishment, basic crime and punishment. Good. निर्भया का केस के बाद we had amended the Indian Penal Code. We made some changes to the Indian Penal Code. We made our laws safer for women. We made stricter harassment laws in the country. Correct? Law and order तो स्टेट लिस्ट में है. If law and order in the state list तो आपने IPC चेंज कैसे कर दिया? If law and order is in the state list, how did you change IPC? Very good, Anoop. Very good. IPC is in the concurrent list. Law and order state में है, लेकिन क्राइम क्या है और पनिशमेंट क्या है ये कॉन्करेंट में है. This reinforces our philosophy, center stronger than the states. ठीक है, क्लियर ऑन दिस. ठीक है. ओरिजिनल जुरिस्डिक्शन मतलब किस चीज के लिए आप हाई कोर्ट में आ सकते हो, कैसे आ सकते हो, कैसे नहीं आ सकते. अगर आप हाई कोर्ट का ओरिजिनल जुरिस्डिक्शन, इफ यू विल प्ले विद द ओरिजिनल जुरिस्डिक्शन ऑफ द हाई कोर्ट, it would impact the jurisdiction of the Supreme Courts as well. It will also impact the entry of cases to the Supreme Court as well. Which means, if you alter the jurisdiction of a high court in such a way that it takes, some powers away from the Supreme Court, तो तुमने सेंटर का गला पकड़ लिया? Yes or no? फिर, in that case, to allow to stop from something like this to happen, the governor necessarily in the case has to reserve jurisdiction of high court bills with the center. Okay? Okay, clear. Nirmal, I'm sorry, I will not change the pace of the class just because you want to. Please understand that a lot of students are also understanding it. They're also learning a lot of background information. So if you are finding it too fast, then what you can always do is you can watch it in a 2x or a 3x speed. But we have to take care into account of everybody in class who is learning at the same time. Okay? So reserving certain bits. Yes. Okay? Yeah. Fourth, making the rules to conduct the business of the state. अगर गवर्नर बताएगा कि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कैसे चलानी है तो सीएम क्या करेगा? If second is true, then automatically fourth is also true. तो ये तो डिस्क्रेशन नहीं हो सकता, ये भी डिस्क्रेशन नहीं हो सकता. बचा क्या? B, 1 and 3. Yes, discretion means entirely up to the governor. The governor doesn't have to speak to the states on this. Clear on this? Yes, Megha, absolutely. गुड. कोई आर्टिकल पूछता नहीं है शिवांत, याद करके क्या कर लेगा यार प्रीमियम. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट. Very good, Sunny. If you actually eliminate the second option, then the only option which is left is 1 and 3. Absolutely, Sunny. Very good. The president shall consider the following statements. Please don't write the answers. Wait for me to finish this up so that we can carry on. The president shall make rules for more convenient transaction of the business of government of India and for the allocation amongst businesses of this allocation amongst ministers of the said businesses. All executive actions of government of India shall be expressed to be taken in the name of the Prime Minister. ठीक है? Clear? Please choose your options. हाँ, डिस्क्रेशन मतलब नहीं पूछना है ना किसी और से. वेरी गुड. द प्रेसिडेंट शैल मेक रूल्स फॉर द मोर कन्वीनियंट. देखो, वेरी गुड. पीपल हु अंडरस्टूड द कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन, एक्सेलेंट. वेरी गुड. The president shall make rules for the more convenient transaction of business of the government of India and for the allocation of ministers of the said business. ठीक है? Which means the president shall make rules of business and allocation of the same to ministers. Okay? Second. All executive actions shall be taken in the name of the Prime Minister. But the Prime Minister is a political head. This would mean all powers in a single authority. And the Prime Minister is the head of the government. इतना तो आता है कि इंडिया पार्लियामेंट्री सिस्टम है. हेड ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटिव हेड ऑफ स्टेट और हेड ऑफ गवर्नमेंट दो अलग लोग होते हैं. हेड ऑफ स्टेट प्रेसिडेंट होता है, हेड ऑफ गवर्नमेंट प्राइम मिनिस्टर होता है. So automatically second option is wrong. ठीक है. Now the president shall make rules for the more convenient transaction of business and for the allocation amongst the ministers for the said business. We know that the president will do this on the advice of the council of ministers. ठीक है. Will do this on the advice of council of ministers because unlike the governor, the president has absolutely no discretion powers in the constitution. The president only has situational discretion. The governor has constitutional discretion. यहाँ president के पास अपनी अकल लगाने का टाइम ही कहाँ है? President को जो बोला जाएगा वो वही करेगा. The president has no constitutional discretion, but the governor has constitutional discretion. Correct. Which means when the president is making the rules, essentially the president is making the rules on the aid and advice of the council of ministers. So automatically it shall become okay if the president had to. Clear on this? समझ में आया? In addition to this, the parliament can also have the Transaction of Business Act if they want to. Clear on this in the constitution itself. Clear? Okay? All right. Next, यार ये बड़ा ट्रिक है. ठीक है. I'll come back to this question. Don't worry. I need to finish up something more importantly. Consider the following statements regarding a no confidence motion. There is no mention of no confidence. अभिषेक क्वेश्चन वही लिखे बट यहाँ पे एक्टिव डिसीजन थोड़ी ना ले रहे हो. Consider the following statements regarding no confidence motion. There is no mention of no confidence motion in constitution. A motion of no confidence can be introduced in the Lok Sabha only. Please choose the answers. This should be a simple question. Even if you get confused, there's a very simple way to go about it. Go ahead. अभी भी आधे लोग गलत कर रहे हैं. Abhishek, put your doubt in the question, man. I'll have a look at it. Don't worry. Pakka. Very good. Center stronger than the states. Thank you, Mansi. Good to know. Good. मजे आ रहे हैं संदीप? Good. Half of you still got this question wrong. ठीक है. There is no mention of a no confidence motion in the Constitution of India. प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये you may not remember this. You may or may not, just refresh your screen, Shagun. You may or may not remember which is mentioned in the Constitution, which is not mentioned in the Constitution. कौन सा Constitution में लिखा है या नहीं. अब मैं ट्रिक बताता हूँ. Constitution में सिर्फ इतना लिखा है that the executive is collectively responsible to the legislature and more specifically responsible to the Lok Sabha. बस ये लिखा है. Clear on this? That's what it is written. That the Council of Ministers are responsible to the Lok Sabha. ये लिखा हुआ है. ये कहीं भी नहीं लिखा है कि कैसे होंगे. The Council of Ministers are responsible to the Lok Sabha is written. And how are they responsible? As long as they maintain majority. They haven't mentioned the technical details of it. Now I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Just think, just sit back and think. If you want to consult, you can consult, but just think back and think. Are any motions mentioned in the Constitution? Nope. समझ में आया? None. They may be mentioned in the rules of the procedure. They may be mentioned in the rules of the houses of the parliament. They may be mentioned in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha rules. But they will never be mentioned in the Constitution. Because the Constitution just explains the broader rules, the substantive motions that we're talking about. Clear on this? Yes? Simple enough? It's not. No motion is mentioned in the Constitution. Substantive motion हो गया, subsidiary motion हो गया, adjournment motion हो गया, all of those. Abhishek, just hold on a second. I'm not done discussing the class. Okay, don't interrupt the flow of the class. Clear? So no mention of no confidence motions. So it is correct. There is no mention. Correct. So first option is right. A motion of no confidence can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha, of course, because the center is stronger than the states. If a motion of no confidence would lead to the resignation of the government, and if the Rajya Sabha had a role to play, then a representation of the states would have a role to play in the political stability of the center. ठीक है? There is no mention of no confidence motion in the Constitution of India is correct. It may be mentioned in the rules of procedure, which is another law altogether, but it is not mentioned in the Constitution of government, in the Constitution of India. Clear? So see both 1 and 2. ठीक है? ये बता दो भाई जल्दी से. ये तो आना चाहिए. The power to increase the number of judges of the Supreme Court of India lies in the Parliament. Correct? I'm going to look at a couple of questions after this. ठीक है? Yes, Parliament. This was also in the news recently. You would remember this. This is nothing but checks and balances. The Supreme Court gets to do whatever it wants to, but the Parliament can regulate or can look at certain provisions of the Supreme Court as long as it doesn't violate the basic principles of judiciary. Clear on this? The Parliament can do this. Yes. Okay, now there are some very, very good questions that have been asked. You might learn from these questions. Let me start. Okay, Tushant, I'll reply. When will the Parliament session be conducted by net पे देख ले? Yes, Anglo-Indian seats have been removed. From the next election, you will not have Anglo-Indian seats. We don't need to remember all the committees, just the ones that we have to. Okay, just hold on a second, guys. आज गवर्नेंस की क्वेश्चन है. एक ही क्वेश्चन था, वो बहुत पुराना स्कीम वाला था, इसलिए. Okay, this seems like a good question. Hold on, guys. Hold on. This is a very good question, actually. So committee on estimates is about having Lok Sabha members and committee petition in each house. Yes, exactly, Divya. Yes, yes. Garima has a brilliant question. What is the hollow candy if the Rajya Sabha is not included in the estimates committee? The hollow candy is you require the president's recommendation to introduce demand for grants, and the president is elected by both the center and the states, which includes Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and state legislative assemblies. Yes, Shantanu, I will include that. Okay. Almost the same. Yes, Prabhat. Reasonable and effective action means reasonable means it's not too violative. Effective means it essentially leads to a certain amount of success. Can the state put yes, reasonable action? If it was individual freedom instead of liberty, then the option would have been correct. Democratic government and a constitutional government means democratic means the people have accepted the constitution. A constitutional government means doesn't matter whether there's a democracy or not, there's a constitution. Okay. By the governor only. Yes, you can create these analogies in the exam, Garima. This is a very good question. If the state amends the IPC, then the amended provisions will be applicable for the whole of India? Nope. Only for the state. How IPC tells you crime and punishment, CRPC tells you the procedure to enforce crime and punishment. So a lot of states in India do not have anticipatory bails. So they will only be applicable in the territory of that state. Abhishek, if you're getting 80 or 90 in Vadyanam test series, I really think it is a good score. 80 to 90 is a good band to be in. नहीं समझ में आ रहा है क्यों हो रहा है तो take a test paper and sit down. How many you're getting right? How many you're getting wrong? The ones that you're getting wrong, why are you getting wrong? Are they conceptually wrong? Are they factually wrong? If they are factually wrong, are they the kind of facts that the pre asks? Are they the kind of facts that the pre doesn't ask? Okay. NCM is mentioned in the rules of procedure. No confidence motion for the state government can be issued in the state assemblies. Yes, motion of thanks get defeated. It's usually that the president resigns. Yes, Megha. Let's keep it simple for UPSC. But a criminal law is not retrospective because life and liberty. जब मुझे पता ही नहीं था मर्डर करना गलत, मतलब जब पहले मर्डर करना गलत नहीं था तो मैंने मर्डर कर लिया. ठीक है, मैंने नहीं किया जनरली अभी तक. President is a part of parliament, then why judges' powers rely? This is a very good question actually. Not judges' power, not because the president does not have independent power यार. अगर president को power दे देंगे तो बाकी क्या करेंगे? Yes, I'll cover NRC, NPR and CA. Yes, in YouTube videos. Yes, 2 or more states can request. Cut motion is not necessarily enough. Okay, chalo. Meenakshi, I'm 125 years old. I was born after the Big Bang universe. Okay, most of the good questions, most of the questions that would help everybody I have answered. DM के पास ज्यादा पावर होती है, पुलिस कमिश्नर के पास अगर कमिश्नरेट है तो लाइसेंसिंग पावर होता है. ये यूपीएससी में नहीं पूछते. DM के पास ज्यादा पावर है कमिश्नर के पास. These are good questions to have a cup of tea over, but ये question छोड़ दो. ठीक है. And guys, enough. Thank you so much. ठीक है. All right. I'll look at the mails also. Okay. Chalo, good. See you guys on Wednesday at 12:30. We'll pick up Wednesday at yeah. 1 second. Wednesday at 12:30. Wednesday at 12:30. Next class. We'll do 2013, and there are 2-3 governance questions from here that we will answer. Okay, if you have friends who are studying at home and are not planning to join a class and they need some kind of coaching or whatever, you can use my code and you could probably get a 10% discount. When you get a 10% discount, I get food to eat, and as you can see, I eat a lot, so I need food, for which I need you to use your 10% discount if you're somebody who is starting out your prep and you need to start taking classes or whatever it is. ठीक है, हाँ ठीक है, clear, खाना चाहिए बस. Okay, all right, excellent. Yes, live session then all we will do. I have to start working on the parliament ka thing. I've started with the research. Parliament videos and all will come up this week itself. Okay, all right guys, see you day after 12:30, and I'll get back to your emails and your messages now. Email ID, Telegram channel on the front slide. Take care, see you guys, bye bye. My special love to Chetan, may he get well soon. See you guys, bye.